Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sunday Night Live. So, before I forget to mention it, there is a giveaway tonight. We are going to have two people are going to win a bag of Carnivore crisp flour, and we have the beef and Oregon blend and the grass-fed beef. The Oregon blend one is also grass-fed. They probably didn't have room on the bag for all that information. So, how I'm going to use a tool, a giveaway tool, and I hope it works. I hope it works. But what you guys have to do to be in the draw, which we will draw tonight at the end, is put in this hashtag if you want to win one of these. Hashtag CC flour. And that's spelt like F. Well, I'm going to type it in. Not the flowers that are in your garden, but this flower. So, hashtag CC flour. So, I am just going to go into the giveaway tool and start that comment collection. So, okay. So, I'll remind you guys again in a few minutes for, oh, there we go. Yay. We have people got it. Okay. Awesome. So, and I will remind people again in a few minutes for those that arrive fashionably late. So, how's everybody doing? I have been watching some weather reports here in the chat. Looks like a lot of you are still having some heat. And a hurricane. Oh my goodness. I saw a hurricane, and that came from Hope and Andy from their RV channel. So, welcome. Have you guys hit 10K yet? If, well, on your Mission Keto channel, I mean. So anyone who has not yet done so, please subscribe to Hope and Andy's channel, Mission Keto. And if you're into the RV stuff, because I'm sure they're going to show us what they eat on the road when they get going, subscribe to that one as well. So I am just going to take a quick look here to see. So we have a couple of moderators tonight. We have Bonnie. Thanks again, Bonnie. Bonnie's been on her own moderating for the last 3, and Melissa from Copper's Kitchen is also a moderator tonight. So you may find that if you ask a question, if there's lots of questions, they may answer 1 or 2 of your questions if I don't get to them, or we'll all try to answer questions. And so I have Bonnie's statement here on the screen to put something in front so that I can spot the question easily. And I like the idea of the question marks, or a capital Q also works. It'll be easy for me to spot those. So, B-Dog, you made it. And Marlis, hello. Let's see who else we have. We have lots of people. Karen, thank you for coming. And Mary, and chatty bunch here, you guys. You start early. Hi, Danny. Nice to see you here. And little Willow. It's wonderful to have you guys here. Pat and Laverne. Hello. I hope your weather is doing well. Patty, smoke advisory. Yeah, we have air quality statements here because no smoke coming in, but just really bad air. One of my sons, I shouldn't call them kids, they're all adults, but one of my sons has asthma, and so it does affect him. Who else have we got? Hi, Yvonne, nice to see you. And so, good, you guys are entering. I see lots of people. Low Carb Spin, hello, welcome, you guys. Oh, sorry. Can you hear Teddy? Teddy's not liking someone walking down the street. 1 Corinthians 13, hello from California. And Tracy, Hillary, Shannon. This is awesome to have you guys here. So at the end, Peggy, hello. Christina, at the end of this, Chatting with Chels. Hi, how are you doing? Oh, good, you entered too. What we'll do at the end is have the draw about 5 minutes before the top of the hour. It's actually going to be 2 draws because there's 2 bags here. and then I'll have to have your we'll private message or whatever. I'll figure out where you are so that I can send you your flower. Renee, hi. And let's see. Okay, I'm looking for questions now. If anyone has any. Jennifer, hi. Su Yun Chung, hope I said that right. Hello. Dee Lee, Tina, Denny, Joanne, Bobby. Okay, Teresa. Okay. Oh, from Victoria. Teresa from Victoria. Hello, neighbor. Carmen, Hillary. Okay. All right. So I am going through. Okay. So I do have a question. Do you still take a pat of butter before bed? Well, the problem with moving is I've gotten out of my habits, and that is one of those things. I filmed a Tuesday talk today, my first one in about 6 weeks, and in there I talked about how I'm trying to get more organized, trying to get back into all of my routine. I've had no routine, so it has been very hit and miss. I was regularly taking 1 tablespoon of butter before bed. It was a recommendation from Dr. Elizabeth Bright. Just get a better sleep. It seems to help your cortisol levels. And so, to be perfectly transparent, my sleep scores over the last 6 weeks have been pretty crappy. They are in the fair zone, not even in the good zone. I was always happy when they were in good or got the odd excellent, but they've been landing in the fair. And, I think I missed that pat of butter. I recommend it. And it's not going to necessarily work for everybody, but it's worth a shot because it's such a low tech, inexpensive way to get a better night's sleep. So certainly something I would try. Okay, Donna, new subscriber. Welcome. And Brenda Red, another newbie to the channel. Christina from Sweden, in the middle of the night. Oh, bless you. Okay, question from J and B. Can I use a low oven to make carnivore crisps? Yes, yes you can. I have a video for that, and also I have a written kind of thing on my website. I'm actually, Bonnie, if you're able to, it's called How to Make Meat Chips. How to Make Carnivore Meat Chips. If you want to link that on my, from my website, it will tell you. I think it's just a as low as your oven will go. It can be used almost like a dehydrator. So definitely yes. And how long is going to depend on the thickness of your meat slices, and just go till they're crisp. So definitely watch them, but take a look at that at my recipe for it, because I go over how to do it in a dehydrator as well as in an oven. And then there's a couple of videos on YouTube where I've done it. So, but definitely it's a good way to save money on, buying carnivore crisps for sure. Okay. See if we have any more questions. Oh, Hillary, she calls her kids too, and they're in their 30s. I know. My oldest son is he's over 40. I still think of him as my kid. Carmen is asking if I'm doing anything special with changes to my eating for September. So, I'm going to be carnivore. I've been trying to be carnivore of various clean, sometimes cleaner than others. So I'm trying to be very clean. I'm going to not have very much dairy, if any, in September. I hate to never say never, because sometimes things come up and then I don't want to beat myself up. But definitely almost no dairy. And I am also taking some one-on-one coaching with Alice and Kevin, and I have no idea what they're going to do to me, or what they're gonna suggest to me, or any. We're just getting started. I've done the paperwork for them, and I actually bought their cookbook. They have a cookbook and a 30-day plan. I bought that the other day, and I put it in a binder. Um, I'll show you my binder. See, I made a very fancy binder, and I've got everything I need to set myself up for success for September. I've brushed off my tracking. I'm going to start tracking, and I found my tape measure. Took all my measurements. So yeah, I am going to just really focus. Just because I want to carry on. I still have weight on my body to lose, and yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. And in I think what I'll do is, I'll just be talking a lot about how it's going over the next few weeks, and I'll talk about it here on Facebook. For those of you that are in my private YouTube membership, I'm going to start doing some weekly Zooms in there for you guys. It's going to be a lot of talk about what's going on in September. So for if anyone needs any extra motivation, like just come to these lives, come to the whatever it is that is going on, and we'll all help each other through this. Waiting for a cooler day in the kitchen to make the bagel recipe. Yes, the bagel recipe. I was surprised at how much I like that. I did it with some smoked salmon is really good on those things when they're toasted. So I really like that. Renee, plans of attack. Yes, I just talked about that. So you guys asked the question at the same time, but getting the I'm getting serious. I'm getting the one-on-one personal coaching. Oh, Alice and Kevin are in the house. Hello. I was just telling them all that I don't know what you guys are going to put me through, but I'm ready for it, whatever it is. So I'm very excited. I've been tracking. So, okay. Teresa wants to know where in Victoria to buy Element. You cannot buy Element anywhere in a store. They don't sell it in a retail store. You can see it sometimes on Amazon. The very first time I ever tried Element, I did buy it from Amazon. So that is possible, but it's always out of stock. Yeah, it's you got to order it from their website from the States. And that's just, yeah, unfortunately that's how it is. There are some you can get in Canada if you want to compare ingredients to some of the other electrolytes. Also on Element's website, there is they have a blog post where they go over how to make a DIY version of Element. So it contains all the ingredients. Yeah, I'll find you guys that link. They are a sponsor of my videos, but I give that information out because they gave it out freely. Like they know that some people can't get it or it's out of a budget or whatever reason, but there are many ways to get electrolytes in. Element is one of them, and I love the product, and so that's why I went with a sponsorship with them. And yeah, I wouldn't do it if it was a product that I didn't like. So yes, make your own. Oh, Bob from Chicago, hello. Andy and Hope, they want to make my bagel. You better make it before your Lion Diet in September, though, because I don't. Yeah, it's got eggs in it. Lion Diet is. Andy's going to be doing Lion Diet, so you guys follow their progress in September, and see how he makes out with that. So, yes, cooler weather now. Cooler weather for making the bagels. I did make mine in my air fryer on the bake option because it definitely makes a big difference in how much heat. Like if my big oven is on, there's so much heat in the kitchen, but the little air fryer, not so much. So that is an option. But yeah, wait for cooler days. Today's pretty warm here. I think we're up to 29 or 30, which for most of you guys is 80s to 85, somewhere in there. And I know it doesn't compare to what's going on down south. I really feel sorry for people in Texas and whatnot. Hillary, Hillary feels my pain. Moving disrupted my carnivore. I actually did pretty good. But I just, I just stopped tracking. I stopped being mindful about what I was doing. And I think, I mean, I'm actually happy that I maintained the last 3 months. And when I say maintain, I was up a couple pounds, down that whole little yo-yo thing, but it was in a very small window. 3 to 5 pounds up and down for the last 3 months. And I think that maintenance is a skill that we have to learn because I spent so much of my life either rapidly gaining or rapidly losing. I didn't know, like I would get down. There was times in my life when I would get down to a weight, and then next thing I knew, it had all come back because I didn't know how to stop those cravings and how to live without either dieting or binging. It was one or the other. So this is something that it's a wonderful thing for me to sit here and say I maintained a weight for 3 months. Hello from Lakeland, Marty. Thank you. B Dog, your sleep has not been good either. Yes, it's something that we have to work on it. We do. There's things you can do, and I've done some videos where I talk about it. So yeah, Danny missed the Tuesday talks. They are coming back. This Tuesday there will be one. J and B, thank you so much. Yes, if you haven't already done so, hit the thumbs up. It does help the channel. I really appreciate it. Okay, thumbs up is done. Teresa, thank you so much. Okay, here is a question. How would you make eggless mayo? Is there another carnivore dip or sauce without eggs? I need to try an eggless month to see if anything changes. Now, so that's Rothine 786. If anyone has suggestions for an eggless mayo or know of a recipe, yeah, let us know. But I do want to just say, and maybe you already know this, but I'll just say just in case that most people that have sensitivities to eggs, it's the egg whites that are an issue. So you could just go with egg yolks and try that. Now, you may already have tried that, and if so, I apologize if I'm being repetitive. That's something you already know. But that is just something that I've learned along the way, that it's the yolks that are, they're the best part of the egg. It's where the fat is. The whites do have a good amount of protein, but a lot of people can be sensitive to egg whites. And that's also why a lot of people are sensitive to the egg white protein powder too. For those that are, it's those egg whites. Okay. Oh, favorite. Adam, XLG, favorite brand of sardines. Okay, so keeping in mind that I'm in Canada, we don't have as many choices as you guys in the States. You should have seen me on my road trip to Texas. Every store we stopped at, I went to the canned fish aisle, and I was pulling cans off of cans I'd never seen before because I just wanted to try them. We have, very few selections, but I am able to get King Oscar bristling from Amazon. I can't buy it in the stores. As far as stores around here goes, I do like the Cloverleaf Mediterranean bristlings. I do like if it says bristlings, they're little tiny, tiny, tiny sardines. Those are my favorite. And so those are the ones I stick with. But I only have two types here. So King Oscar bristlings, Cloverleaf bristlings. Everything else is crapshoot for me, whether I'm going to like it or not. But I did find some nice ones in the States. And the next time, and I'm probably going to do this in the fall sometime, I'll do a cross-border shopping trip and pick up some sardines because there's so many good sardines in the States. Any of you that do have a favorite, if you're from the US. Now, I'm just assuming that Adam is. He may not be. He might be from Canada. I don't know. But yeah, if you have a favorite, pop it down below and give him some ideas. Thanks, Bonnie. Here is the link for how to make the carnivore meat chips, and it does contain both methods, dehydrator or oven. I think I even made it in a hot oven once, and that worked too, like 350 or something. Okay. Shannon, 145 in the dehydrator, 170 in the oven. And you know, these numbers are flexible because I tend to go higher when, especially if I'm putting raw meat in my dehydrator, and preheat your dehydrator first. Get it hot, then put your trays in. Hillary has a son or a child that has just turned 40 as well. Yvonne, you started to add these. Okay. I'm not even going to try to pronounce them, but there they are for anyone who wants to jot that down. I also was doing some bedtime magnesium, which I now need to find I need to find that bottle. Like, there's so many things that are somewhere in the room, somewhere in the house, somewhere in the many unpacked boxes still. But thanks for that, Yvonne. And oh, Becky, you made it. I am so glad you made it. That is wonderful. Okay, so I think because it is we've gone for 20 minutes, I'm going to give another shout out for the giveaway. There is a giveaway tonight. I'm giving away 2 people, so one person will get this, and the other person will get that. Carnivore Crisp Flour. And what you have to do, we have an automatic tool that is collecting people who put in hashtag CC Flour. So if you put that hashtag CC Flour, the giveaway tool will collect your name to be in the draw automatically at the end of the night. So, and I'm just going to flip over to the other screen. We've got 35 entries so far, so people are putting it in. 2 winners tonight. Okay. Renee, do you think you'll attempt canning your own meat? Well, I don't have one of those proper pressure cookers for canning. My mom used to have one, and I wish I had kept it. But I have the Instant Pot, but my understanding is that you cannot, it's not enough of a pressure cooker to actually do proper canning in, so I don't want to take a chance. But I'm going to keep an eye out. I don't want to buy a brand new one, but if I happen to see one in a thrift store or something like that, I kind of would like to try that. I have a cousin who has a homesteading channel. She's from northern Alberta, and I saw her canning chicken on there one night. And I thought, man, like, you know, that's a lost art. I need to try that. So, yeah, I'm going to try it. I don't want to put a timeline on it because I have no idea when or if I'll be able to find a proper canner. Okay. I am looking for some questions. The elderly lady at the opera was over her. I didn't feel old until my youngest turned 70. Yeah, I felt old when you know, my oldest turned 40. So now I've got 47-year-old, 42 or 3. See, I'm you can tell I'm getting old because I don't remember their ages now. The youngest is 25. I hope that's correct. Okay. Okay, here's a question. Have you found a local gym yet? No, and that is because I haven't looked yet. I'm still unpacking and organizing. So this last week of August is going to be the last hectic week that I have because my kids are fully moving in by September 1st. So there's been a lot of back and forth. There's been a lot of chaos. And I think life is going to start looking more normal when I'm not driving back and forth helping them get things from the other place, and we've got stuff in the storage locker, and there's just all kinds of things. We've got people coming in, you know, we had some new floors put in a couple of the rooms, and they're getting new stuff down there, and we've got a heat pump being installed next week or the week after. There's all these different things happening. So yeah, I haven't. I know it sounds like an excuse. Maybe it is. But yeah, you know what? Exercise has become really important to me. I do have some hand weights, and I have. I'm hoping there's a pool around here because I also have an injured knee, and I'd like to go back to Aquafit because I think that'll help me. So yeah, I'm working on it. But thanks for holding me accountable, and ask me again in a couple of weeks. See if I have a better answer. Okay. My volume is way low. Okay, I didn't know that. I don't. I'm. I'm not sure what to say about that because I think my volume should have been okay. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I can just talk louder. So hopefully that's not. Well, we're checking on. We're gonna check on it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, here's a question from Jaye. Still having GI issues 8 months into keto. I try to get plenty of water in, supplement with electrolytes, magnesium, getting plenty of fat. So, so GI issues can be caused by, if you're not used to fat. It also could be caused by maybe something that you're having that you're sensitive to and you don't really know it yet. I had GI issues from nightshades and I didn't know it because I was taking a medication. And once I stopped the medication, boy did I know it. And so, it's hard to say. It could be so many different things. So hang on, I lost the question there for a second. Okay, there it is. I can see it again. Have you tried like a digestive enzyme? I think that might help. Like something like the one that I got on a recommendation from somebody else called I'm gonna pronounce it Enzymatica. I have no idea if I pronounced that right, but I'll put a link on this video later when we're done with the live stream because that one worked really well for me when I first went carnivore. I was having some GI issues. Now, but that was because I went to just meat, like fatty meat and water. So it did kind of cause me some issues here and there. And those digestive enzymes did help. So maybe look into that if you haven't already. And if anyone else has any comments about that or things that help them, yeah, it'd be great to share it. Okay. Yes, I agree. Alice and Kevin are an outstanding couple, definitely. Question: low carbs from Low Carb Spin. Is the better stick enough on the carnivore bagels to pipe them in a donut shape? I want to make them, but the batter. Okay, yes, my batter was quite thick, and if you saw my video, like I was spooning it into the shape. So I think you could. That's actually a really great idea for those people who don't have the bagel pan. Get a big sheet, parchment paper or something, and make your little bagels with a piping bag, or put the batter in a plastic bag, cut the corner off, do it that way. Great idea, thank you. Too hot to turn the oven on, I agree. So yeah, great idea, thank you. Those guys are so good. They're so good at their baking tips and things. Okay. So Teresa, you're focusing on feeling better with carnivore. Okay, I'm not familiar with what you've said there, but severe leg cramps, definitely familiar with that. Magnesium should help. More salt too. You're welcome. Yep. Sorry that it's not available in the stores, but we'll get you that recipe. Okay. Danny, you bought the same cookbook and 30-day meal plan that I did. Awesome. Yes, we are going to be carnivore together. Yes, Hillary, you can make your own Element or some kind of I even have an electrolyte drink, a DIY electrolyte drink on my website that I used to use before I knew about Element. Yes, Paula, thank you. I am very happy here in Victoria. It's different. It's quieter. It's calmer. And yeah, it's going to be a different lifestyle once I have everything that I want to do in order. Hi, Cindy. Cindy is in the house. Cindy has been doing some fantastic interviews. You had Wendy and Harry on the other day. I loved that interview. Thank you for doing that. So go check out Cindy's channel as well. Maybe one of these days she'll have me on too. So yeah, we'll see. Hint, hint, hint. Renee, great interview with Mission Keto. Yes, yes, I had fun talking to them. And so that interview just went live today, and we'll. I think did somebody link that already? I can't remember now, but we'll definitely link that if not. Oh, Bonnie. Bonnie is a lifesaver. Bonnie found the DIY electrolyte drink from Element, and so this is them basically trying to make their drink accessible for all. If you can get those ingredients that they have in there, like the different magnesium, potassium, all that other kind of stuff. So there you go. Thanks, Bonnie. Yes, Teresa, look at that comment on my screen. There it is. Okay, awesome. Wow, you guys are on top of things today. Wendy and Harry actually are on my list. I met them at KetoCon, and I've been wanting to talk to them for so long, but the last 3 months have just been crazy. I actually have a sheet of paper with a list of people that I am contacting them and seeing if they'll be a guest on my channel. I would absolutely love to have them as well. Oh, quiet, Ted. Mummy is still talking. Okay. Yes, Shannon, this is an awesome community. Thank you so much for saying that. Oh, another Canadian, Elma. Nice to meet you. Oh, Mama Bear from Walnut Grove, your ex-community. 34 degrees there. Okay, so what is that? Is that like getting close to 90? Oh my goodness. I am sorry it's so hot there. We're a little bit cooler because of the ocean breeze. Okay, B-Dog is going to try yolks again next week. Good. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Sorry about Teddy. I think he heard something. We have the window here behind me open so you can hear, he can sense when someone with a dog walks by, and he doesn't like it. He thinks it shouldn't be allowed. Okay. Remember, put question marks in front if you have a question mark. Or sorry, if you have a question, put a question mark or a Q, and then I can spot. Alice and Kevin, oh good, they agree with me on the King Oscar. Yes, I love those. And I don't know if you can get, maybe you guys can say if those are available locally somewhere. I order mine from Amazon. Lydia, hello from Alabama. Your channel has been helpful. Oh, that makes me so happy to hear that. Jaye likes Adriatic Queen sardines from Food Basics in Ontario. See, I've never seen that here, so yeah. Okay. Mama Bear is going to send me a 1 egg homemade mayo recipe. Okay, thank you. Right now, Teresa is using the Brunswick sardines in soya oil and Brunswick sardines in spring water. See if you can find a different oil than the soya oil. Or just go for the ones in water and add your own olive oil or avocado oil or even butter. The soya oil is not the most optimal thing. Okay. sounds like Louise has an eggless mayo that uses a quarter cup milk instead of the eggs. Everything else is the same. Okay, that's yeah, that is probably worth a shot. Sandy has been on carnivore for a month, extremely exhausted. That can take more than a month to, you know, that is part of the adaptation. You can have those kinds of symptoms for, you know, 2 to 3 months. But usually it'll start clearing up by now. So, you know, give it some more time. Patty. No more autoimmune. You tested positive for Hashimoto's last year. Still no resolution to low-grade fever, but you're thinking it's CIRS, which is chronic inflammation response syndrome. I think I have that right. That is a new buzzword that is coming up a lot, where, you know, people that have been exposed to toxins like molds and whatnot are suffering, and it is something to look into. Definitely. You know, if you Google that, and in fact, Judy Cho has done a few videos about exactly that subject. Shannon says polar sardines in a jar. I would love to find sardines in a jar. I saw them in the States when I was there. Not seen any here yet. Joanne says I'm looking skinny. I don't know if I'll ever be skinny, but thank you. Thank you. Okay. Kaya F7, first time catching a live. Hello from Nebraska. Glad you made it. Oh, I love Rena, and I also love Coach Bronson. They're both on my list. I'm going to get them on my channel. Yes, more CC flour. Put in hashtag CC flour. Actually, Louise, you put a space in between your CC and your flour, so I'm not sure if the tool will catch that. So, Louise, can you try it again? No space, because I want you to be in the draw. Adam says Wild Planet sardines. I tried those when I was in the States. A Nuri brand. Yes, those are good. I have not seen those here. Okay, so we got CC flowers. Lots of CC flowers here. Tiffany, you made it for the live. Yes. Okay. The carnivore crisp recipe. Okay, so if you're talking about the meat chips, Bonnie did post that in one of the comments up there. So we'll also make sure, like when I finish this, any of the links that were posted or requested, I'll make sure they're in the notes. So when this is over, there is a replay, and it will populate itself. It takes about a half hour to populate all the comments for some reason, but all of these comments will show up in the live replay, which will be on my channel. And you have to go under the live tab, and then you can see all the live streams that have happened. Sandy, you also put in a space between CC and flour. So we have an automatic tool that is counting all the people who say hashtag CC flour. I don't think it's going to grab yours though, so do it again. And same with you, Sandra. No space. J and B, no space. Just a CC flour. Oh, Abstract Land, you got an extra C in there. Karen, do it again. I thought this was going to be so much easier. Okay, Time Traveler. You've got some extra characters in there as well. So, Patty, take the space out of your CC flour. Try it again. Okay, so I'm going to just check and see how many people are entered. There's 75 people entered. Awesome. So a lot of you are getting in there. Gail, you've got a space too. So everybody, so if you want to, if you're not sure if you put a space in or not, just do hashtag CC flour. You can do it again. The tool will only count your entry once anyways, so you won't be double entering. Okay, Bonnie, thank you again for the links. You are doing an excellent job. thank you, Yvonne, for the reminder about hitting the like button, everybody. I appreciate it so much. Okay, Cindy, are the noodles you make okay on the BB, B, and E challenge? Certain ones are, yes. So I have some that only have beef and eggs in them. So I don't exactly remember off the top of my head which ones those are, but I will find those as well and put them in the video notes. Okay. Oh, a lot of people have kids my age too, Cindy. And I saw somebody else here. You guys, so I'm not alone, am I? Thank you, you guys. Oh, look at all those. Oh, between 9. Yvonne has a low of 9 and a high of 28. Good for you, Yvonne. Okay. So, okay, so a lot of people are saying the volume is fine. That's very good to know. So, awesome. Okay, so Cindy has put some or Bonnie has put some noodles, a noodle link for Cindy. So thank you for that, Bonnie. Let's see here. How much of the nutrients in sardines? You didn't quite finish the question, BP Bowers, so maybe try that again. I'll see if I can find it again. Do you know why I would fall out of ketosis when I haven't eaten any carbs? I don't, because there's a lot of things that can affect your ketones. So first of all, are you measuring blood ketones or using the P sticks? The P sticks are notorious for being unreliable. But even so, like when people have been eating no carbs for a while, their bodies generally get really good at processing things, and your ketones won't be as high as they were in the beginning. So I read about that in Dr. Boz's book, The Keto Continuum. There's a lot of really good information in her book about that. And also, I'm trying to remember who else talks about that. Might be Dr. Barry. Okay, so Gold Pro is in Victoria. Hello, neighbor. I did not know this is a butcher store. No, I did not know these things. Thank you so much. I am still learning. Okay. Oh, okay, so that. Thank you, Melissa, for helping with that. Patty says digestive enzymes did help her with her GI issues. And so thank you. It definitely helped me. I do have, Danny, thank you. I do have hand weights and some dumbbells. Thank you for this recommendation. And I will definitely be doing something for exercise. So it's high on my priority list because I really felt good when I was going to my fitness class 3 times a week, which was resistance training. So wonderful. Okay. Okay. So this is part 2 of your question, I guess. If the nutrients end up in the liquid it is packed in, maybe that's what you're asking. I would imagine that some of the nutrients are in the liquids that the sardines are packed in. I mean, it would have to be. So, if you're uncertain about the liquid, if it contains any questionable ingredients, I agree with Copper's Kitchen to get them in spring water. Okay. I am looking for some questions here. Oh, yes, that is, meat bread. It isn't quite like meatloaf. It tastes more like bread than meat to me. But yeah, I can see why. I mean, it kind of looks a little like a meatloaf, but totally different texture. So if you haven't tried it, please do. Think you'll like it. Yes, Bypass Carnivore says, do you use meat flour for anything and do you have a recipe? I have lots of recipes on YouTube, yes. So definitely, oh, I lost my screen. Okay. So definitely, here it's back now. Check my YouTube channel for carnivore recipes that use the meat flour. I've got bagels, just came out a few days ago. I've got a meat bread. I made meatballs with gravy. That is one of my favorites. It is really good. Okay. Question: why is keto more? More what? I'm not sure I understand it. Okay. I'm going to have to leave that question until I get some clarification. Thank you, Bonnie. She has shared my electrolyte drink that I used to make before I started using Element. This was back in the day when I was keto or low carb. Okay, question. Why is keto less successful the second time after someone has fallen off the wagon? So it's not for everybody. It won't. So I fell off the wagon many times. I did low carb first, then keto, then ketovore, then carnivore. If I gave up every time I fell off the wagon, I wouldn't be here talking to you today. And it's a difference in personality and in what, like, everybody is different. So there were times where it would take me a day to get back on. But I did go through a period of time, and this was when my dad passed away. I actually fell off the wagon hard, and that was in 2017. And I had lost, I think in that year, I had been up to about an 80-pound or so weight loss. This has been a long journey for me. I've taken forever to lose 140 pounds. And it's for reasons such as this. So in 2017, I was at about 80, 85, 90 pounds lost. And my dad passed away unexpectedly. And I think I gained 40 pounds by the time I was done. And these things happen. And I don't consider that I was less successful the second time I got back on. I got back on with more vigor once I went through that and saw what could happen and saw my future, because by then I was taking care of my mom because my dad obviously left her behind, and I was taking care of her, and she was 100 pounds overweight. She had all the comorbidities that you get. She was very, everything, including she was clearly getting dementia around the time that my dad died. So I gained weight back during that year, and I came back stronger than ever. So I don't think it's right to say that it's less successful the second time around, because it doesn't have to be. It can be more successful. It really depends on how you get in touch with your why. You really have to get in touch with your why and have a good reason to do what you're doing. And for me, just losing weight, I want to lose weight or I want to be healthier, those are harder for me to connect to. But when I started thinking about, I don't want to end up on the floor having, my kids call 911 because they can't lift me up off the floor because I'm too heavy. When you start connecting with valid, real life reasons, or if you've had a hospital stay, you can connect with that. Like, I don't want to be in that hospital bed about to die thinking I'm going to die. Like, that is much stronger. Your why should make you cry, they say. So if you're wishy-washy about your why, it might not sustain you through a hard time. And when my dad died, I didn't really have a why. My why was, I want to lose weight and be healthier. We all want that, yes, of course. And there's nothing wrong with that to get started. But eventually, to get through the tough times, you need a little more. And so I recommend everybody, go through some exercise, write some things down, like why would you do this? What is going to carry you through those really hard times that will come, because this is life. Life happens. You lose people that you love, and things happen. So just something for people to think about. Cindy, Wendy, and Harry, that was their first live ever. Wow, that is amazing. Oh, so now the volume is way too loud. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay. All right. I am not quite sure how to fix that. Let's see what happened. I'm going to talk quieter then. Wanda, hi from North Vancouver. You finished your shift and made it to the live. Yes, you did. Connie wants to know, what is the medium temperature where you move? The median? It's I don't know what it is. Okay. I hope that there's a lag here. I'm looking at these comments. They all say around 4:30, because I'm way behind in the comments. At around 4:30 the sound was too loud. And I honestly don't know if it's still too loud now or not. So okay. Tiffany, I loved being in Kelly Hogan's group with you a few months ago. Thank you. Planning to join again in October. I have already joined. So when you hear my Tuesday talk on Tuesday, I'm going to be telling you about all the changes that I've made. So yes, so I'm getting personal one-on-one coaching. I already mentioned, from Alice and Kevin. And I am doing the group coaching with Kelly. September was full, and I am doing October. I think there's a place for both, and they both do very different things and have very different effects on me. So very excited about it. She Cat Hellraiser. I have been on carnivore since June. How do I get past plateau? Allergic to fish. Have you lost 65 pounds since June? So June, July, August, so that's a lot. Your body is resting. It's taking a break. Any more rapid than, that's really fast. Allergic to fish, well, then you can't eat fish. So it's as simple as that. Eat the things that you can eat and are not allergic to. I can't, like, if you've only been on carnivore since June, you're not really on a plateau yet. That's not enough time. Or unless I've completely misunderstood what you've said here. Okay, so we've got more CC flour. Dr. Barry is on everyone's list, Danny. Okay. I would love to have Dr. Barry on my channel for sure. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for all of your entries. Let's see. Brenda Jones, first time catching me live from South Carolina. Bypass carnivore. The hashtag CC Flower is for a giveaway. We are giving away 2 people, so 1 bag each. I will mail them out. So if you want one, it's Carnivore Crisp Flour. Put in hashtag CC Flower. There'll be a draw very soon. We're getting to the top of the hour, so do it now. Okay, I'm gonna really whip down below here to find any last minute questions, because I want to do this draw before everybody goes away. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. She put in my whole noodle. I actually have a noodle playlist because I have quite a few carnivore noodle recipes. Uh, Jill, you have a question about Keto Mojo. I have a Keto Mojo, and I have a Forest 6. I have both of them, but I don't know what your question about it is. Oh, I'm so grateful that the moderators are here because there's a lot of stuff going on in these comments. Okay. Okay, so I am going to now do, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the draw. So I'm going to see if I can share the screen for that. We have 99 entries. Okay, last chance to get that Carnivore Crisp CC flour in. I am not quite sure how to share the screen. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and see what happens. Okay. Okay. I don't know if you can. Okay.
Just hold on a second.
All right. Having some technical difficulties. Okay, there we go. Is that it? We're trying to share the screen. Okay, I'm going to do the draw. Whether it's shared or not, I can't tell. Oh, we have 101 entries. So I'm going to give you 5 more seconds. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. I'm hitting the draw. Now there will be a second draw, so you still have a couple of seconds. So there we go. It's whipping through all the names. And I'm going to write down the names. Winner is Cat Diamond. That is our first winner. I will need to get a hold of the winners somehow. So we'll figure that out. But I'm going to tell you my email address. You can use Anita@ketogenicwoman.com to email me and identify your address to me. And I'm going to draw again. This is exciting. Oh, I almost said a name. It didn't stop. Okay, Jaye. Jaye. And I saw you asking a question or two, I think. So those are our 2 winners. So probably the easiest way is for you to email me at Anita@ketogenicwoman.com. And now I'm going to go back. I'm going to stop sharing. Okay. So we have 2 more minutes left. So congratulations, Cat Diamond and Jaye. Okay, so yeah, I can't really, I'm not going to do anything about the volume now. If it's too loud, turn it down. That's right. That's a good idea. Thank you. And just looking for any last minute questions here. But I want to say while I'm looking that I appreciate that you guys came. Thank you so much. If you do have any other ideas or suggestions for people who are for me to interview or to invite as a guest on my live, we do have Indigo Neely is going to be coming on. She has confirmed for September the 10th. So mark your calendar for that. We will be breaking bread. So I am very excited to have her on, and I would be excited to have other people on too. So this is, I don't think I have any more questions. So this will be good to, oh good, thank you. There's a real lag in these comments from me seeing them. So I think I'm seeing things that happened 10 minutes ago almost. Oh, the joys of live. You just never know what's going to happen. Oh, Jay, yes, Jay is excited. Get a hold of me and I will mail you your bag of flour. Congratulations. Okay. Yes. So this is why I didn't promote the giveaway on YouTube because I am worried about scammers. I promoted it in my Facebook group and told people about it, but I wanted somebody who was a legitimate person whose name, I know from, they comment on my videos, they watch my videos, they're here because they watch my videos. I wanted one of those people to win and not a random stranger. So definitely happy with how this turned out. And so thank you guys for coming. I think we can wrap it up now because I don't see any more on here. I'm just going to throw my email into the comments for anybody who wants to email me about their win for those two people. Keto. I don't know how to spell ketogenic woman. Yes, I do, but... Okay, so here is my email address. And I'm going to hopefully be able to stick it on the screen. There it is. There's my email. Why isn't it showing up? There it is. There's my email address. So if for those two winners, please send me an email. And if anyone wants to be a guest on my live or have any good suggestions for that, then send me an email. And if you're just joining late, don't worry. I have lots of things for future giveaways. I plan to be doing the giveaways more often. Now that I kind of have a tool to do it, it's hard to do a giveaway when you don't know what you're doing. And so that happened a lot. So we are just past the hour. Again, thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate it so much. It's fun for me to do this. I love doing this. Watch for my Tuesday talk on Tuesday. And on Tuesday night, I am going to be on Everyday Carnivores Live. So that's this coming Tuesday evening. I think it's at 6 o'clock my time. So that's I don't know what time that'll be for all of you all, but I'll be. So watch for that as well. So have a great week, everybody. I hope I see you next time on my live. And thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. Love you all. Good night.